Hello, my name is Chris Kennedy and I am the Revalidation and CPD Coordinator at the Royal College of Anaesthetists. I'd like to use this video to show you how to make an application for CPD event approval. We receive about 1,000 event applications every year, and we have a two-stage process by which approval is given: an admin check at the college and then a technical check by one of our CPD assessors, who are all clinicians working outside of the college. We have an online application form which is available on the college website, and I'd like to show you how to fill out the form in this video. I'm going to use some fictitious text in order just to whiz through the form, but I hope this information will be helpful. So first of all, you need to add the title of the event, and then you need to add the start date and the start time, and also the end date and the end time. And you can either use the calendar icon or you can free text in the information. So let's say that I'm going to be running an event from the 1st to the 2nd of October. So the event will be starting at 9:30. And then if I just use the free text option, type in the end date. And let's actually have the event finishing at 4 o'clock on the 2nd of October. We do require event applications to be made at least 2 weeks before the event date, and we cannot accept any applications for retrospective approval. The system won't actually allow retrospective applications to be made. We then need the name of the event provider, the event organiser, and we then have two optional boxes. One is for a hyperlink to be provided for the event, and we do really encourage you to give a hyperlink because that will increase visibility of your event, both in the Lifelong Learning platform and on the college website, which is where all events appear once they've been approved. So let's just put in here, for an example, the college website. Also the keywords box, we do encourage keywords to be provided because users of the Lifelong Learning platform can search for events by keywords. So by having keywords in there will increase the visibility of your event. Next up is a mandatory box, which is the venue where the event is going to be taking place. And another mandatory box is the name of the event organiser, followed by information about how much the event is going to be costing. This information will all again be visible in the Lifelong Learning platform. We then have an optional box which is information on any commercial sponsors, and we do have some college guidance on the website about declarations of commercial sponsorship, so please do have a look at that. We now have the section where the contact details need to be provided. So this is information about who's going to be running the event, and if any of our users on the Lifelong Learning platform, if they want to contact you to find out about further information about the event, or if they want to book for the event, this information needs to be populated here. And you can see that information can be given for 2 nominated contacts, and that's actually a big enhancement on the previous version of the application form, where only 1 nominated contact could be provided. If the nominated contact doesn't have a phone number, or if you don't want the phone number to appear in the Lifelong Learning platform, then just put a full stop into this box here, and that will bypass the need to actually populate something in there. Next up is whether the event is clinical or non-clinical. That's a case of selecting the box as appropriate. And we then require some information on the aim of the event, and this is a free text box where you can add information about the aim of the event to try and attract the event to your target audience. We also require some information about where the event is going to be advertised, and that again is a free text box. And then probably the most important box is the learning outcomes of the event, because the attendees are going to base their reflection on the learning outcomes. So we really want to have some very meaningful learning outcomes. And again, this is a free text box, and you can use bullet points. You can also use numbered bullets as well. You can use bold and italic as well. really use this box to try and provide some really meaningful learning outcomes. Next up is how many CPD credits are being applied for, and credits are awarded on the basis of 1 credit for every guided or learning outcome, up to a maximum of 6 credits per day. And credits are awarded on the basis of contact or guided learning, so that would exclude coffee and lunch breaks, etc. It would be where there's structured learning, and most one-day events would attract 5 CPD credits. We next require some information on the teaching methods which are going to be used for the event, and it's a case of ticking the boxes which apply. You can tick as many as you want, but at least one of these boxes does need to be ticked. We then have information on whether or not the event has previously been approved for CPD, and it's a case of ticking one of these boxes. Next up is linking your event to CPD skills, and we have some guidance on the college website about how to use the CPD skills. These have replaced what used to be the CPD matrix. And let's imagine that the event here, for example, is going to be covering ICM. So you can find ICM, you can tick the categories which apply, the CPD skills which apply to the event, or you can click on Select All, and that would choose all of the CPD skills. When you've selected all of those CPD skills, go down to the bottom of the page. There are quite a lot of CPD skills, as you can see. Click on Add Skills, and that will then link those skills. You can see the prompt at the top there, added selected CPD skills to the event. You've also got the option, and this is a new enhancement from the previous version, to link your event to both the Good Medical Practice domains and also the domains for medical educators. Entirely optional. It's also entirely optional whether or not you want to link the CPD skills, but if you do choose to link, then it does increase the visibility of your event, and it will be a case of ticking the boxes which apply. We then require you to say whether or not you're a commercial provider, and if you are a commercial provider, then you can see that you will be invoiced for your events by the finance department here at the college. And then finally, you just need to add 3 supporting documents in order for your event to be reviewed. And those documents are a copy of the event programme, information on the speakers, and a copy of the feedback form. And we do have some example feedback forms on the college website. These 3 supporting documents will be visible to all users of the Lifelong Learning platform. And so if you don't want any of them to be visible, then please just drop us an email and let us know, and we can get that changed for you. But these 3 documents are required during the initial CPD application process. When you've added those documents, click on Create CPD Event, and the event will then be ready for review here at the college by the admin team, and then by the clinician, by the CPD assessor check that I mentioned earlier on, a 2-stage process which normally takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get CPD approval. And as I mentioned, all approved events appear in the Lifelong Learning platform, visible to all CPD users, and they also appear on the college website. So a really intuitive form, much quicker than the old form, some new features on there as well, which we hope that you will find really helpful, really quick, really intuitive to use. And for any further information, please contact cpd@rcoa.ac.uk.